Always got to get that in. Brian, as I know in Arcadia, after Charlie, there were a lot of exotic animals missing from somebody's ranch because the fences blew down and everything else. People were finding antelopes and stuff like that. We didn't have any of those problems here in Charlotte County, did we?
No, we did not, and really...
We had a bear in Punta Gorda.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say that.
We had a bear, and that alludes back to Wayne's point, or the garbage being left outside, animals flushed out of the natural environments, of course, are going to forage through. It's really odd to see a bear in PGI.
How did he get there?
It's a funny story. I couldn't get to the street. I could see it, but I couldn't get to it.
He swam.
It's like a maze down
it.
there with no street signs. I'm like, well, you know, how the heck do you get there?
We're pretty sure he came from the environmental across Alligator Creek.
And
Alligator Creek was probably 15 feet wide down there. He probably swam across there, attracted by some kind of food that was over there. But we're sitting in the Emergency Operations Center, and we're juggling all kinds of stuff. And the call came in. They said, "We got a report of a black bear in Punta Gorda Island." We went, "Yeah, right." You know, it's like, okay, what's next? We got bears in Punta Gorda Isles. But yep, we did.
Okay, Brian, let's go for. We've got the warning that there's a storm headed this way. Probably not an evacuation type storm, but what should people be planning to do with their pets?
Prior to that, have a plan, get a plan. If you don't have one, sit down and work one out. When you're making that plan, you got to ask yourself two questions. Where are you going to go and what you're going to bring with you? And like Wayne said, you don't leave animals behind. It is very much frowned upon. It really depends on the storm. The direction and course of the storm as to how you're going to react. First of all, when you make that plan, you have to make it flexible. You have to be able to adjust at the last minute. We all learned that from Charlie. It took a shift in direction and also strength. And you got to recalibrate your plans to adjust with that. The first thing you want to do is, in regards to where do you go, a safe place. If you're going to stay in the area, maybe you might stay in your home. You might want to go into the direction of emergency management as to whether or not you should evacuate. And everybody should be in tune with their radios and televisions as to what's going on. That information gets disseminated hourly when the storm is coming, if not more. You can utilize pet-friendly shelters, which I'll talk about later today if you don't mind. We're trying to form one in Charlotte County. You can talk veterinarians' offices, boarding facilities. There's hotels. You can have friends and relatives outside of the cone of danger. Those are the places you need to consider when you're going to think, where am I going to go?
And don't get caught up in the old adage that people would say, "Oh, well, hotels, motels, they don't take pets." In an emergency, you would now be amazed at the ones.
And call ahead. You don't want to just
right. We went through this again, probably 18, 20 years ago, where we actually were putting up huge database and a bank on the early days of the internet with lists of hotels, motels that would accept pets.
I know now.
And we got away from it because they all pretty much in an emergency will.
La Quinta is very good at taking pets all the time. Tommy's got our weather forecast. What's going on today, Tom?
Thanks, Hippo. Good morning, everyone. Well, a mixture of clouds and sunshine throughout the day, folks. Winds will be out of the southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the highs today 89 to 93. Tonight, partly cloudy, quite warm as well, low 74 to 78. Possible afternoon thunder showers on Thursday, highs 91 to 95, and on Friday, more sun than clouds with highs 91 to 95. Right now from WCCF, what is official, we are at 78 degrees.